Hi Tina, this is Eleanor with your reading for, you asked a question about your love life, basically, and what you may expect or might happen for you around love in this coming year. Okay, I'm going to do a 3-card pull and then we'll go from there. Okay, so what I'm using today is the Psychic Tarot from John Holland. It's a really nice deck. So it's based on tarot, but with a different meaning for the different cards, a slightly different meaning, I should say. Okay. Okay, so I will look at these cards, and sometimes I'll read them in reverse. If, you know, they all come up reverse, that means my deck's upside down, that's all. So, so right off the bat, and I don't do really past, present, future, but what I do is just kind of feel into the energy of the cards, and just, I'll tell you whatever I'm sensing. So the first card we have is says coming together. And this being the first card, and it was upside down. To me, the sense I get is an idea of what love looks like for you based on a past relationship, of somebody that, to me, I'm just getting the sense of that somebody that you knew. It could even be a father figure. This kind of reminds me of a father and daughter kind of energy, or father and child, but it's supposed to be a man and woman coming together in a way that it's almost like he's offering her love, he's supporting her in love, and that they're actually creating, if you look at their hands, they're creating love together. Her hand is right here and his is here, and they're creating this energy of love together. One is not forcing the other at all, but it's in their combined energy of allowing that this energy of love is coming together. It's interesting because it's almost like so focused on creating it. And the feeling I get is like, okay, so after they create it, how do they sustain it? That's one of the feelings I'm getting from that card. So right off the bat, you do get this idea of what does love look like for you? Who in the past has shown you what love looks like? And going into other relationships, are you having some kind of expectation of what love should look like? Okay. Now, coming off that idea, I like this card, and it's in reverse. And this is the 8 card. This is control. Now, I'm also a numerologist. So when I look at the energy of 8 and the word control, it being upside down, this person almost looks like they're giving up their control. She's looking down. Her eyes are averted while somebody's almost behind her staring at her. So to me, it's almost an idea of giving up control, which I find interesting, and allowing other people to kind of dictate relationships, or this idea of giving up yourself in relationships. So as that, I would say, you know, where have you given up yourself to a relationship so much that you lose yourself, and then you're very unhappy within that relationship because it's all kind of one-sided. This to me is in being in control. If that was right side up and you're in control, does not mean that you're controlling the relationship now. It's not that at all. It's being able to find balance and allow yourself to be yourself and allow the other person to be themselves within a relationship. So when you have this nice balance of power within yourself, you know where the boundaries are when you're starting to give too much of yourself, too little of yourself. In any relationship, really, it's not just love relationship, but since we are talking about love relationship, in the past, have you been discontent in relationships because you find yourself giving too much of yourself in that relationship? So what I would also ask is, who are you at the beginning of the relationship? This person is attracted to you, at the beginning of a relationship, they're attracted to you for some reason. And are you giving up parts of that person that they first met along the way? Are you giving up parts that made you, just be yourself? Do you feel like you're kind of holding back your true self in order to please somebody else? Yeah, that's what I want to get from that one. Okay, I'm going to reverse that again. So now we have this for just breathe. And to me, this just symbolizes this idea of coming to a place of balance, of security, feeling safe in yourself, and knowing yourself well enough to go, okay, this is who I am. This is what I want from a relationship. It doesn't have to be that picture of what I was taught or I felt before in comparison to this new relationship. But I need to know who I am in the relationship, what I want from the relationship, and what I'm willing to sacrifice or what I'm not really willing to sacrifice within a relationship. And the sacrifice might come from, because this is the blue card, it would be mental, some kind of idea that this is what a relationship has to be. It has to be with this kind of a person. They have to have this or that. Because love comes when, out of the blue, out of the blue sometimes. And there's an allowance. The 4 energy does not allow for anything that's different or uncomfortable to come in. So your idea of what the perfect man might look like for you, maybe that's not it. Maybe you have a certain type of personality or person that you're interested in, but kind of allow yourself to look beyond those boundaries that you set, those parameters, I want to say, that you set for the ideal mate for you. Okay? So to me, it's letting go of past ideas and beliefs around love, who you should be in the relationship and who the other person should be. A good relationship is when 2 people come together and they're whole. And they're not trying to give something that is lacking in the other person or take from the other person that pain or something from another person. It's allowing to be whole. And if you have 2 people that are not quite whole in a relationship, it's allowing each other to express what they need from the relationship, but not the relationship is kind of supporting that need, but seeing that within each other, seeing those wounds within each other, that you are able to help heal, but not take them away from that person, but help them to heal those wounds. Okay? So saying that, I would say that, if 2 people come together that are wounded, they're 2 very different people when they're healed. So a relationship might come together for that healing purpose, and once that healing is done, they might split up. Okay? Or one gets healed and the other one doesn't. And it has to be a balance of these 2, giving and receiving kind of energies. Okay, so let's see what else might happen here. Helpless and hopeless. So I'm going to get the sense that this is how you feel right now. That's another 8 energy. Again, it's upside down. And direction. To me, this is talking about direction. It's almost like this guy doesn't know where to go. It's like I have to take these stairs, this set of stairs or the other set of stairs to get where I'm going. And then I have a mountain to climb over also. But you don't have to take either set of stairs. You could do things totally differently. Go off the path and go, making your own path, actually, I would say. Go up the side of the little hill here instead of having to go up the stairs, which is like what do I want to say here? Like this idea that it has to be this way or that way. Okay, because we have stairs, it might be a little bit easier if I take the stairs instead of climbing up this little bit of dirt here. But to me, the dirt, going up over the dirt and going through that canyon to that sunrise, that's going to bring you to a better place, maybe within yourself first. Okay, and then and then see what's on the other side of that. So to me, this is talking about maybe some work that you've been doing on yourself, if that you feel like you need to do to kind of more empower yourself, and ask yourself, who am I without a partner? Who am I without this guide to tell me how to move over these mountains? But it might not be over the mountain, but through the valley that you go. Okay. And trust. A lot of cards are coming out upside down. So the trust card here is the Fool. Right now, I'd say for a relationship, I'd say there is a lot of self-healing and learning about yourself. Who is it that you are? Who are you without a relationship right now? Because I feel like a lot of this reading for you is about you really and I don't like to continue to use self-love, because everybody's like, learn to love yourself. Well, we can love ourselves even as a certain seriously broken person. But to me, this is like stepping into your power, really going, okay, I'm an awesome person, and I need somebody to match that, someone that I could do and go and do these things that I love to do with, not somebody that is just gonna sit on my sofa and tell me what I need to do or how I should be, but somebody that will match me. And that's what we do when we try to do our self-work, is trying to figure out who we are, because oftentimes we don't even know what we want in life. It's like, I know what I don't want, but I don't know what I do want. So I would start asking yourself, if you got the person that matched you right now, what kind of person would that be? Is that somebody that still doesn't know who they are? Or is it somebody that has a very strong personality, and you're hoping that they pull you, with them, take you with them in their journey, and your life becomes about their journey and not yours? Or do you want to make sure that they're walking beside you on your journey, while you could also walk beside them on their journey? Okay, last card here. Win or lose. So this 5 card here, again, another mental card. 5 to me is rapid change, experience, experiment, adventure. To me, this is like, okay, and the 5, okay, I don't know if you know what, the 5 of Swords looks like. It's this card of one guy holding all 5 swords and the 2 people walking away. So to me, the 2 people that would walk away in the traditional tarot would mean like kind of battling your own inner chatter, I don't say inner demons, but those things that make you feel less than, or like holding back. So if you're if I'm saying this to you and you're like, wait, I'm not like that at all. Sometimes the energy, and I'm going to say from your name, the T in your name is a 2 energy. And the 2s can often be very, very proud people. But it comes from a place of, I don't want to be hurt again. So they put up these defenses that I don't want to be hurt again. And I'm strong. But it's like, okay, so if you don't want to be hurt again and I'm strong, but I have this big old wall up, how am I supposed to let anybody in? It's only when you feel secure in who you are and having the strength to know that I'm not going to let anybody hurt me, but I can let people in. And once I find out, and once I sense that this isn't the right person for me, I'm able to be strong enough to let them go. So oftentimes we get hurt and hurt and hurt over and over again because we keep letting the wrong people in without finding that power within ourselves to go, look, I don't deserve this. I don't want this. You got to go. So it's standing up for yourself and being very strong with who you are. And when you're strong in who you are, it's not that you come off as defensive or, this. And I want to say for women, it could come off bitchy, okay? Because when we stand in our own power and we know who we are, oftentimes people think we're bitchy. But it's not that at all. It's like, I am not going to spend my time on this. I'm not going to spend my time on you because you do not, and I don't want to say the word serve, but you do not match my energy. So I feel like once you do all this kind of bringing up things of the past, of maybe past lovers that have hurt you, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, people that have, you know, you give your whole self to people, and when you do that, they will take advantage of it. At first, it's lovely. The relationship can become very lovely, but once you're willing to give them your whole self, they will take it and they will use it because you're willing to give it to them. They'll definitely take it. But when they're not reciprocating, you might get resentful and hurt, very hurt. But they never asked for all that you give to them, and they don't realize that you need something in return. So this is how people get hurt. So for me, and in this reading for you, I would say, you know, first look at your old relationships. And then once you figure out where you've been hurt and not carrying that baggage forward to your next relationship, then I feel like you're going to find that person that will be a partner to you and not need from you. Okay. So right off the bat, I would also say don't get yourself involved in people that you feel like you could fix, okay, or need to be fixed, because they're just going to let you down. Okay, last card. That's upside down, but it's the healing begins. And all these are mental cards. So you have one of Earth, two Major Arcana cards, and then the four main cards here are all mental cards. So they're not of the heart, which is interesting. They're of the head. So this would really tell me that once you get out of your head, I shouldn't say get out of your head, but process those things that are running through your mind and possibly why you feel like you need a partner. And once you find that strength within yourself to be, you know, good on your own, but then bring somebody in as a partner. Maybe look at it first as a friendship, somebody that I could go and do things with, somebody that I could talk to, and that might be of like mind, or at least willing to, be in your world, be in your bubble. Then, I feel like it's just a little bit of work on your part to figure these things out for yourself in order to stand on your own with these 2 8s here. Make your own decisions. Know what you like, what you don't like, and then bring that other person into your life to share your life with you. Okay? So right now I would say for a relationship, I would say probably not the best, because you're just going to get the same of what you've had before. And once you do the work, you'll get somebody better, somebody that matches your energy a little bit closer, okay, and that you can relate to a bit more. Okay, so yeah, let me know if that works for you, and please leave a comment. I'll send you that sheet that was put out on the Facebook page, so you could fill that out. I haven't even really looked at it yet, so you could just leave a comment if you don't want to go through that. Okay, thank you. Bye.